Can you say more about the joy of meditation? I notice when I meditate, I feel joy sometimes when I slow down, happy in the fact that I feel calmer, more peaceful. But I think you are referring to a different joy. What is it? I don't know if this was directly to me or if I was saying anything about the joy of meditation. I've never experienced like piti, like this like unbelievable rapture and these feelings with meditation. You know, and sometimes over the years, people have talked to me about their meditation. They're like, you know, I get these lights or I see these things and these astral visitors and all this stuff. And I say, man, my meditation is boring. I just sit there trying to follow the breath. I mean, like, I think for me, the biggest joy in this meditation, the biggest thing for me is when I started to realize little bits of not self. When I started to see that my thoughts weren't me. When I started to realize that I didn't have to accept them. That is a freedom that is unmatched. And I started to understand what the Buddha said when he said identity view is a burden. It's like lugging this identity behind you. You know, and when you are able to start loosening that weight, letting more, like it's like throwing rocks out of the weight behind you, lessening the weight as you're moving up the hill. It's an amazing feeling. When you again, it's not that I don't have a self, and I want to say I'm not like highly realized or anything like this. What I want to say about not self is this: it's not like, oh, I have a self. Oh, eureka! Okay, I don't have a self. That's not self. It's more like you have a big iceberg and you're chipping away at it. That's what not self is. Gradually, little by little, you start to see things and that you start to question them. Like, well, I thought this was me, but it doesn't seem like me. I don't see that anymore. Well, I used to think this way, but I don't anymore. And that's a wonderful freedom. Even the smallest little glimpse of that is a wonderful. So when I can be in meditation and whatever comes up, I just allow it to be a process where I don't have to attach to it and just be there and be at peace and it's not bugging me. You know, I don't think ever in my meditation I'm like, smiling and all this kind of stuff. But the best is when it's just totally at peace, totally calm, no nagging of self, all of these things that just are a burden on you. That freedom is wonderful. And so I guess that's the joy of meditation for me.